You're right. All right, never mind. We are here. We are here. We are here. Post game. This is Eat Sleep Sixes. I am BG. My brother Jose in the building. Coming off our third consecutive loss. Yes, I said it. Third consecutive loss. Lost to the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Hard fought game. Uh, the game is 4 quarters. I feel like the Sixers played maybe two of those quarters. Maybe two. I'm not saying for sure two. I'm saying they maybe played 2 quarters. And that's just not going to cut it in today's NBA, especially not in today's NBA against a team like the Brooklyn Nets who have guys who have been here and done that. So another disappointing loss. Another disappointing loss. Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris. You make the most money on this active roster currently. You make the most money when we have a proven MVP. I know it's people in this group that think that Joel Embiid, nobody can win with him, nobody can play with him. He's his own player.
Teller.
At the end of the day, he's an MVP candidate no matter how you slice it. Tobias Harris, you just ain't it, man. You just ain't it. You weren't asked to guard Durant the majority of the game. You weren't asked to go against their best defender the majority of the game. And you still came up short. I don't know how much longer. I don't know if I said it last episode or if I said it in our group chat that I don't know how much longer I can look at Korkmaz and Danny Green on this roster. Tobias Harris, you might be slowly joining that group. That's all I gotta say. Carl, go ahead, man. I'm disgusted with this team. A lot of people is gonna look at this. We the positive. To me, I think the three of us are very positive. Even in losses, we like to try to find that silver lining. Although the game wound up being closer, we wound up coming back. We wound up fighting. We shouldn't be in that position, and I'm just not. I'm not going to even act like I'm satisfied with the way the game ended just because. Oh, we was down 21 and came back and took a lead and was up one or was tied. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not happy with it. Point blank. Period. Go ahead, Carl.
Been a Sixer fan for a long time, man. Long time. I used to even go to the games way back in the day when they used to have the gospel concerts at halftime, Kirk Franklin and things like that. I'm 30. I'm 35, so I'm not as old as these other guys up here. But that's as far. That's as
You
how
call me
far.
old man.
That's how far I go back with it. And one thing that has been consistent with all of the teams, regardless if they was winning or losing, that all-out effort. The all-out effort. I don't see it from this team. I don't see it. And when they react to getting punched in the mouth, it's too late. Your bell already been rung. You're on the ground. They done counted to 10. And now you at the end of the game, you're trying to make a push, which you know what I mean? I applaud them for doing so. I applaud Seth for balling out. You know what I mean? I give him that. But it didn't add to nothing. At the end of the day, what's gonna matter is a win or a loss. And we getting a little bit too good at this losing thing.
The best losers.
Bro, listen, real quick. Let me say something real quick, man. Y'all can save all that Ben caught and Embiid caught for the group. Don't bring that nonsense in here, bro, because y'all comments not even gonna see the light of day. So you're not gonna come in here and be trolling Embiid when you got an overpaid 2 option who shot 3 for 17. Because if you gonna talk shit about anybody, it should be that man.
3 for 17, bro. Against the Brooklyn Nets.
Pathetic, man.
When they had 9 players out, 3 for 17, Tobias.
Pathetic.
I understand if he was a scrawny boy that his only option was to stand outside and shoot shots, and if he cold, he cold. Tobias can drive. Tobias can post up. and I just don't see him. I don't see him playing well at all, and for whatever reason, you can name a lot of different reasons out there. Greg Boyd, what's up, boy? You know what I mean?
Don't tell him what's up. I want to know why I owe 23rd Street an apology. What do you mean? I've been critical about the people I needed to be critical about all season. I keep it real all season. When it's time for me to say you suck, I'm telling them they suck. When it's time to give them their flowers, I give them their flowers. I think he's talking about the fact that I said that I needed him and Drew Chamberlain to get face to face and talk it out. Maybe that's what he's talking about, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about the state of the Sixers, and it's not good, man.
It's not. He said I called you about that.
Yeah, we talked. So he talking about exactly what I just said.
Okay. So the state of the Sixers right now is if it was a weather forecast, it will be cloudy with no chance of sunshine right now. And where does our sunshine come from?
Obviously not the number two.
Not the number two, not the defense, for goodness sake. Not the defense. Like the beginning of the game defense is non-existent. What did they score? 39 in the first quarter, bro?
39. I sent y'all a text message. I didn't even wait till the halftime.
Danny Green, we need to raid Tobias Harris' house for that money.
I can deal with $10 million. I can't.
Yeah, I'm okay with the 10 mil.
I can't go with over 30 giving me 3 for 17. Taylor. Drew,
yo, listen to this. This man played the third most minutes in the game. And you shoot 3 for 17, you getting paid 30-something million.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm gonna need him to go to the Sixers office. Here, guys, here's 10 million. I don't deserve it. Go get another player to help us out, because you're definitely not earning your keep around here, especially as of late, especially against a top tier opponent like that. Had an opportunity to beat him in the end. And
right here, bro, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the exact attitude I get from this guy.
You do.
Yep. He like I hate when people say up. So it usually happens in football. A lot of people say up, he got his check, and then that didn't, and then after that he didn't care. In basketball, you rarely see it, but today, this season, Tobias Harris is playing as though I'm good. I'm fine. I got paid. They got to pay me, and I'm showing up. See, the difference between Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons right now is that Tobias Harris is here. That's the only difference. But other than that, he is crippling this organization by how much money we're paying him and how much production we're getting. So technically, there's no difference between him and Ben Simmons currently. Currently, both players are crippling this organization. One of them just so happens to be on the basketball court. That's the only difference.
I'm going to tell you this right now. From this point on, I'm looking at the front office, because the players are showing you who they are. And, at this point, you got to mix things up. You got to shake it up before you get too late in the season, and the players you want to bring along don't have enough opportunity to grow chemistry with the unit that's still here. And I'm sick of watching this shit.
Well, Timmy,
I'm a Sixer fan.
Listen, if there is lingering effects, then don't let that be detrimental to the team. Sit your sick ass down and allow one of these other bench players who've been itching to play, let them get some time. Recover from those lingering effects, if that's the case.
I definitely don't think it's bad. I gotta
come at your boy real quick. I need 2 seconds real quick to trash Isaiah Joe. What was up with that today, buddy? Donuts.
That was his worst performance.
Donuts. Krispy Kremes.
But once again, and I don't want to keep making excuses for these guys.
I know exactly what you're about to say, Carl.
If you're not regularly giving these players opportunity to find their niche on the team, you can't just be, okay, this game I'm going to throw you in 15 minutes. Next 5 games, you're sitting on the bench.
Yeah, but he played 25 minutes a day. Come on, you supposed to be on the free throw line at least twice.
Isaiah Joe went from not being in the lineup, and he was the first person off the bench, though, Jose. Doc Rivers is crazy.
Absolutely.
He does not know what he's doing with this roster.
Absolutely.
He went from not being in the rotation to being the first player to sub in off the bench.
Playing with guys that you're not used to playing with. Not used to getting you the ball in certain spots you like it in. He's a shooter, bro.
Am I missing something here, or he got Allen Iverson mentality, right? Because I don't want to talk about practice.
No.
So doesn't that count for something?
No, it definitely counts for something, but you can't simulate game experience. You cannot do that.
Carl, I think what we're doing, I think what Jose thinks we're doing is giving him excuses. And I don't want you to think that, Jose. Is no excuse. If you in the game, you in the NBA, you're getting paid millions of dollars.
Man, I would have took a half a point.
Exactly. No, so that point of it, I agree with you. I do agree that look, you in the NBA, when you get the chance to be out there, you need to give your best effort, and you should be able to give us something. So I do agree with you on that point, but I do also think that Doc is crippling this lineup. Period. I think he is. I just think he is.
Yeah. You know, I would love to be a fly on the wall in the Sixers locker room to hear Doc's closing speech at the end of the game and what he said to these guys. Because at this point, what I'm saying to these guys, nobody's safe. If we keep playing like this is a professional basketball. Nobody will be safe on this team. You know, we're in the business of winning. Just last year, we were contending. So we can't go from contending to pretending, you know, and right now we're doing our best effort to pretend to be a professional basketball team. There's no defense being played. Ole defense going all around. What I mean by Ole, I mean the Matador and the bull is coming. Oh, go right by me. Go to the rack. I don't want no part. I don't want to slide my feet. You know, I don't want to whack you so you won't get no easy layup. You know, I don't want to go for not to bang on a big guy, man, but I was extremely frustrated with Embiid. I text you guys in the beginning of the game. Your lack of aggression on the boards kill us, bro. Your lack of defending shots kill us, bro. And it's all about effort. It's all about effort, man. I need to see all out effort on this team, man. Defensively, offensively, boards, you know, I need to see effort. And that's what I think has been the nail in our coffin, has been effort these last few games. I don't see it. The other team is trying harder than we are from the rip. They want it more than we do.
And you know what's crazy? That we get that false sense of hope. The way they play when they down. We down 21 points. Oh, let's turn up. It's so false because it makes it seem like, oh, the Sixers figured it out. But really, what happened in the last two games when we came back from terrible deficits, the other team just started playing bad. We never made adjustments to look like we were the better team. Never, at no point. So today's game to the regular sports fan eye, if they was watching that game, is gonna make it look like, ooh, look at the Sixers. They fought back and they came back. No, they didn't. Brooklyn started missing. This team does not have an identity at all. Currently constructed, our identity is give Embiid the ball and let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
And that will never, I repeat, never win a championship. It won't. I want to see one. Last time we did it was in 83. The last time we was in it was in 01. The way we're constructed now, and I don't mean just the roster. See, a lot of people think that I'm going to just criticize the 1 through 12 on the bench. No, the coaching staff, the front office, everybody has to be better than what we've been these first 30 games of the season. Point blank, period. Everybody. Hey, y'all think we love Joel Embiid and it's all about hating on Ben Simmons? Joel Embiid, you have to be better. You have to be our leader to take us where we need to go. And right now, you aren't. So all the people that think that all we do is praise Joel Embiid and we never call out our best player and all we do is shit on Ben Simmons, I'm doing it right now. Joel Embiid, you are our leader. Show us that. Doc Rivers, you are our leader off the bench. Show us that.
Let me I'm gonna tap into Berg's comment. I've been saying show after show after show, like a broken record, man. This team lacks a veteran point guard. Whether he's off the bench getting 17, 18 minutes, or he's in the starting lineup for whatever reason. You lack a table setter. You lack someone to call a play, make sure the play is running properly. All I see all game is guys on the perimeter passing off to each other off of screens and picks, running on the perimeter. Nobody's cutting. Nobody's slashing. Nobody is what my old coach used to call it, scoring without the ball. Nobody's going to the rack expecting the ball on a pass, because it's not coming. There's no point guard. There's no point guard. What you're seeing is a bunch of guys that's playing in a playground. Besides not having no point guard on the offensive side of things, you have one defender on this team. One. And I'm not bullshitting.
Real quick, Carl. I want this question for Jose real quick, just because me and you've been going ham. I'm going to post this real quick, and I'm going to ask a question. Jose, do you feel like we've been prepared for any game I'm not even going to say in the last couple games. In December, does it look like we were prepared for a game? In December, even the ones we won, does it seem as though we had a game plan to go into that game and win it at all in the month of December?
I don't believe so. I think they just going out there and they freestyling. Like, for real, I don't even think coach is coaching. You know what I'm saying? I feel like maybe he's talking so he don't get caught on mic'd up, not saying shit. You know what I'm saying? But this team looks to me like they just going out there and doing whatever they want. The way Tobias plays proves it all. You know what I'm saying? Because once he touches the ball, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, it's just like with Embiid going over that 3-point, and I get that. That's the way he plays. I get that. But no one wants to see him play outside in. We all want to see the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So he either in Coach face saying, this is the way I'm going to play. You either take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Or you just letting him do whatever he wants, one way or the other.
I want to touch on
Carl, real quick. Before you go to that question, Carl, what do you feel about? Do you feel as though we've been prepared as a team? Do you think we've gone into any game in the last month with an actual game plan to win the game, or are we just playing basketball?
Some games, yeah. Some games, no. But I will say this. I don't feel like we have the pieces to the puzzle. I feel like the pieces are all scattered all over the floor right now, and you're trying to make a circle piece.
I feel like we got some pieces that are wrong too. That they don't belong in the puzzle at all.
Absolutely, that's where I'm getting to. Who's absolutely. So I'm growing a little irritated with the guy sitting up in the office with his legs crossed, with the Mai Tais, having a good time. And I have to ask the question is, did the Sixers make the wrong move by bringing a guy in here who wasn't invested in what we're trying to do? He's more so, and I'm speaking of Morey, he's more so concerned of his reputation and the moves that he'll make and be judged by later on. If it was really about winning, you've had offers. GMs around the league, and this is no BS because the sources are going everywhere saying the same thing. GMs around the league are saying he's asking for the moon for Ben Simmons. So that leads me to think it's a pissing match. It's a pissing match. And, you're going to wait till somebody that you like, Harden, or Bill, becomes available. And who knows if the trade will be possible then. So, or even feasible. I just would like them to stop the BS and put a product on the floor that our fans in our city deserves. This ain't it. This ain't Sixer basketball out here. It's not. It's defense. Sixer basketball is defense first, and your offense funnels off of that. But I'm like the rest of Philadelphia tonight. I'm not happy. Not happy.
For some reason, something just popped into my head, and I just want to throw it out there. So at the end of last season, we had a show, and we gave every player a grade. I'm scared to do it, but I kind of want to have a day where we don't have a game, that we just come on here and give a third of the season grade for everybody. I'm scared to do it because I know it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Because currently, I don't see anybody on this roster having a passing overall grade other. And B would have a slight, like, he would have like a B minus.
A C.
But other than Embiid's B minus, maybe C, who on this roster gets anything higher than a C minus / D or F? This is embarrassing, man.
Hey,
I've lived through some bad years. The difference between the process years and this year is I knew we were trying to lose in the process years. Now it feels like we're not trying to lose, but we're still losing worse than what we were in the process years. So this hurts more. When you tell me, hey, we're going to suck on purpose, okay, I know what to look forward to. But you're telling me I'm a championship contender, but then I watch it and it's not that case. That's when it hurts more. When you lie to me, when you tell me we're all in, we're trying to win a championship, and then I see the product we put on the floor. When I see we got a guy getting $33 million, and you won't accept no trade, Daryl Morey. You want the world for a guy that won't play. Nobody's falling for these games no more. They know that Ben don't want to be here, so why would they give us the world? Cut that dead weight and let's move forward. But he's stuck in his ways, and it hurts more now because they think they saying we want to win, but I see what they're putting out there, and it's not a winning team. This is not a winning organization right now. It's not. It's flat out not. We don't look like we want to win. We don't act like we want to win. There's nothing about the Philadelphia 76ers that shows we want to win besides our pregame shows when we give them the most love, when we say we believe, when we say, I know we can win this game, when I say, I know this team got so many players out, we're going to step up and be that team tonight. We giving it, but if we giving it and they not giving it, why do we care more about them than they care about themselves? I can't keep doing this, man. I can't keep doing this.
Hey, I gotta say this. What do y'all think about this lineup? Matisse, Maxey, Curry, and Embiid and Drummond. We've been trying to push this lineup out all season. We ain't screaming loud enough, I guess. Doc can't hear us, and nobody else in the Sixers can hear us. We want this lineup. We yearning for this lineup.
When you got Bassey, who could be your backup big man. You know what I'm saying? With that
ball, you know what I'm saying? You guys don't come in and save the day for these dudes when they get tired. You know what I'm saying? But again, this comment here, it goes right with this one. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Wrong people on the court together. And it's absolutely right. You know what I mean? You haven't tried Drummond and Embiid at the same time, and you can sit there at the post game and say, I've done everything I possibly can. No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Hold up. Daryl Morey? Yeah.
So, real quick, because back in the 90s, Dana Barros days, the years before Stackhouse and Iverson came, those were 2 bad seasons. Those are 2 really bad seasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if y'all remember, but we had like 5 centers on the line on the roster, man. You know what I mean? And if I look at this roster completely up and down, we got like 4 players that could play center position. So why not try Drummond and Embiid on the court at the same time.
And the
Like,
crazy thing,
what's the worst that can happen? You're already losing games.
after watching Bassie in the Memphis game when we got our asses kicked, I said, "Yo, this dude can play.
We could play ball.
He can play.
We could play ball.
Let Drummond get some more minutes with the starters. And you know what? When it's time, put Bassie in as the backup center. Everyone's like, I just don't understand Doc Rivers' mindset. Like, he refuses. He's so stuck in his ways. Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey is the same person, to be honest with you. They just so stuck in the way they want things to go and
Stubborn.
what they expect
They're
that
stubborn.
they won't change. Like, I don't get it. I
They're
don't get
stubborn.
it.
So you know what? I'm gonna lower everybody's blood pressure.
It's not gonna happen. It's not
the
gonna
next-
happen until the next time we win, dog. It's
the
up.
next-
It's up.
The next
What's the
three
song?
games.
It's up and it's stuck. Is that what it's called? It's up and it's stuck.
You
I
sound like
can't.
the kids.
I can't keep
Listen.
watching this and seeing the same thing over and over, Carl. I can't.
December 19th, we faced the New Orleans Pelicans. After December 19th, December 20th, we faced them Boston Celtics. We get a 3-day rest after that. We face the Atlanta Hawks. Right after the Atlanta Hawks game, we get a 3-day rest. Then we go in Washington and face Washington.
All right, we're going too far down, bro. Like, come on, we want to talk about something, man. Like, I
did 4 games. Now, our next game is against the Pelicans, the Zionless Pelicans. So we'll see how we fare against that team, man. But quite honestly, playing like we played last few games leaves a sour taste in my mouth. So I'm taking a wait and see approach.
We done took off every first quarter in December.
Yep.
We need to get Doc Rivers checked into an asylum because he's the true definition of insane.
Giovanni Esteban Aguilar. We've been talking about Tobias. You must be a little late.
No, he been in here. You have to hear what we saying about Tobias. Has to be better.
He's definitely top on the list as the problem.
He makes the most money on the team this year, more than Joel Embiid, more than what Ben Simmons would be making. He makes the most money on the team. He shot 3
for 17.
I know me personally, and I don't care if he reads it. You know, I'm going on
and 37 minutes, 3 for 17.
I'm going on Instagram and I'm going to send a little message to Tobias because I take it personal. You know, I take it personal, bro. I don't see the same fire that he had last season. I don't see him screaming. I don't see him going to the rack hard. I don't see it. And that's all effort stuff. You know, I read that he still going through ill effects from COVID. Bro, you out there. You lacing them up. You know what I mean? You're lacing them up, which leads me to think that you're good enough to go. So, you know, everybody needs to be better.
Real quick, let me address Timmy real quick. Timmy, so my mantra has always been in basketball. The most important 2 quarters, like obviously people think about, the finish. The 4th quarter is the most important. The most important quarters in basketball are the 1st and the 3rd. When you're just getting up, because it's the beginning of the game, and then it's, you just had a whole halftime. And everybody got settled in. The 3rd quarter and the 1st quarter are the most important quarters in basketball. The most important quarters in basketball. And for the last month, the Philadelphia 76ers, my Philadelphia 76ers, don't think that I'm jumping off the bandwagon, ladies and gentlemen. I still love my Sixers. I still bleed red, white, and blue. But I call a spade a spade. We don't look good. 1st and 3rd quarter, we have taken off the last month, man. I can't keep watching this.
Bird, that's what we're trying to say, man. This COVID excuse.
BS.
Like, either listen, you still lacing them up, like
you lacing them up.
Yeah, like my brother BG said. But if you're sick, sit your ass down.
Yeah.
And don't hurt the team.
Go get some Robitussin.
That way COVID is not an excuse. That's my whole thing.
Yeah. You know,
you got people. Look, you got Paul Reed in there. You got Bassie down there. You got Henry down there. You got other players in this team. Like, bring them fools up here.
Yeah, most definitely. Most
I
definitely.
mean, if we're gonna lose, let's at least play the guys who want to play real quick.
What about Jaden Springer? We
Yeah,
spent
that
the
guy.
whole first round pick on him. I would
Look,
love to know if he can play basketball.
Or
look,
does he have COVID secretly? I don't
I
know.
don't even know if he can play.
listen.
I don't even know.
We got the Pelicans next game. Please come and join us.
I don't even look yet. Is it in Philly or is it in New Orleans?
I don't. At this point,
I don't
DJ,
even care to look, dog.
I don't. I don't. You know, I don't. You know, hopefully everybody could get somewhat of a good night's sleep. You know, get up tomorrow, start your day off. We play the Pelicans next. Come see us pregame and chop it up with us about the game and the prospects we're facing. That's where we are, man. Hopefully we can win next game. Hopefully
We're playing at home against the Pelicans.
Okay, thank you,
Cool.
man. I didn't even. My phone right here, and I don't even want to look at it. Like
Cool.
like
Me
Carl just said, man. No matter what, man, we here for the people. We definitely, as you can see, we post all y'all comments. We make sure we throw y'all comments on the screen. We want to talk to y'all. We want to interact with y'all because y'all Sixers fans, just like we Sixers fans. No matter how this season plays out, we're gonna be here 30 minutes before the games, 30 minutes after the games. We might throw y'all a couple shows even on off game nights.
Big
We're gonna
facts.
be here. We're gonna be here, and we're gonna keep giving y'all content. We just gotta be better, man. We gotta be
What's
better.
that? Can you give us your famous line that the t-shirts are coming out soon?
Oh my God! Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend.
Eat Sleep Sixes is here. Pre-game and post-game. Win or lose, you could count on us.
Let's
Have a
go
great-
Sixers.
Have a great night.
I promise I'll be here. I won't be Tobias Harris, guys.
I'll be.
Yo, what's wrong with the background over there, Carl?
I'll show up. I'll show up.
Don't worry about it. I knew you was gonna say something. Let's go
I
off.
thought we was at the Grammys. I
Shit
thought
look like burnt popcorn. What's up?
You know what? I'm ending this. This is